Welcome to our lesson here on Good Friday. It's great to see everybody. Welcome. I am trying a Facebook Live and a YouTube Live at the same time. I've tried this several times before and have failed, so we're giving it a new app a shot and seeing how it goes. So, just want to just thank you again for being here, and I'm excited about this. Hopefully this will all work out. We're going to be doing the intro today to Brown Eyed Girl, except we're doing now variation number 2. That I have 3 different ways we can play this intro. We did one lesson yesterday on it, and now we're going to do the next lesson. So what I'd like to do first is play it with the fast backing track. Give everybody a chance to get here, grab their sheet music if you haven't done so already at ukulele2pros.com. That's in the masterclass section. If you're not part of the masterclass, you need to join the masterclass. And YouTubers, you can grab the link right below and sign up. It's free, no credit card, and grab the sheet music. So here we go. Let me play it once. I'm going to be doing this from my computer today. So here we go. If we're going to do Brown Eyed Girl intro, this will be 4 times with a fast backing track. All right, and let's see what happens. A 1, 2, 3, and... Play it again and stop. All right, so that was it. Boy, everything's different when you're under the lights and on live camera, so that's what happens. But I played it pretty well. First off, let's check our streams. I want to make sure that we are streaming here first and foremost. All right, I see the YouTube stream, and I'm checking the Facebook stream. Let me make sure that is here. All right, so we're looking like we're good. Hey, Errol. Yes, happy Easter to you, and happy Easter to everybody else. And please, YouTubers, please subscribe to the video, like the video. Facebookers also like the page. On YouTube, I'm trying to reach 1,000 viewers or subscriptions so I can stream straight from the YouTube app. So hopefully that will happen soon. All right, let's grab some tuning notes. First string, A. Second string, E. Third string, C. And fourth string, G. And I do have a low G on my ukulele, but if you have a high G, it's actually perfect, and actually it's going to sound cooler than the one with the low G. Remember, the intro here to Brown Eyed Girl is 3 chords. It's a measure of G, measure of C, measure of G, and a measure of D. And so the intro, ba da dee da da dee da dee da da dee da dee da da do da 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 dee da dee da 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 bum 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 bum. So that's the chord, that's the verse chord, but that's the intro. And so when we're playing our licks, G, and then this is over the C chord, and then G chord again, and then here's a D. Okay? Now if you have a high G ukulele, I just happen to have one right here. Still waiting on my Ko Aloha one, but it's coming. Alright. What's cool about the high G, when you have a high G here, is your melody is here in the 4th string, and that's where we actually want that melody note. Notice how cool it sounds. Now when I play it on the low G ukulele, it still sounds cool, but you're hearing this as a melody note, which isn't really the proper melody note. The melody note is here. So high G. And then when you transpose it up, sounds pretty cool. And then, yeah, so it sounds perfect on the high G also. But I'm sticking to my Ko-Aloha for this one. All right, so let's start. The lick here in the G chord is going to be first finger on second string, third fret, and my second finger is on the fourth string, fourth fret. Now notice, there's a string in between those, so we're going to have to use a pinch with our right hand. So I'm using thumb on the fourth string, first finger on the second string. Now I also have a tendency, sometimes I alternate pick, so I actually will alternate between it. So, but you can also use thumb and your middle finger to do the pinch as well. Okay, I'm gonna try to do my best to do thumb and first finger. So we got first finger on 3, second finger on 4. Then my second finger is just gonna slide up 1 fret to the 5th fret, and my third finger is gonna be on the second string, 5th fret. I'm gonna pinch those two, so 5 and 5 on strings 4 and 2. Then I'm gonna slide this up 2 frets to 7. So now my second finger is on the 7th fret, 4th string. My third finger is on the 7th fret of the second string. Then back to the 5th fret, and then back to the first chord, which is frets 3 and 4. So the first lick over the G chord sounds like this: 3, 4, and 1, 2. Do it with me. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and one time, 2, 3, and. So this is the same as variation number 1 if you followed that lesson with me. But if you didn't, it's okay, because I just showed it to you. Now, what's going to change here is measure 2. For variation 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same shape that we just did, and I'm just going to transpose it up to the C chord, but I'm going to stay on the same string set. So it's going to be same lick, but now instead of being here on the 3rd fret, I'm going to be up here on the 8th fret. So my first finger here is on the 2nd string, 8th fret, and my second finger is on the 4th string, 9th fret. Again, still using the pinch on strings 4 and 2. Then I'm going to do the same thing. My second finger is going to slide up 1 fret. Now I'm on the 10th fret, and my third finger is going to join it on the 10th fret, but on the 2nd string. Now, this goes to get high if you have, especially if you have a soprano ukulele, because you got to get up here a bit high here to the 12th fret, second finger on the 12th fret, 4th string, third finger on the 12th fret, 2nd string, back to the 10th fret, and then back to 8 and 9. Okay, so this lick is 3 and 4 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and. Alright, so it does that one time, and then it goes back to the G. But let's just do those two first. Let's do G once, C once. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's the hardest thing with the variation, is jumping up to the new fret and making sure you get to the right fret. So use your fret markers either on the side of the ukulele or on your fretboard to help you visualize where you need to jump up to. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Doesn't give you a lot of time between those chords. You got to get to that C chord right away. Now measure 3. Well, you got this because it's the same as measure 1, which is back on the G chord, which is the same lick there. Okay, so let's do now those 3 measures. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the C. Back to G. Now the last measure, which is slightly different than variation 1, but very similar, is right there on the D chord. Okay, so we're on measure 4, which is the D chord. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to bar strings 4 and 3 at the 2nd fret, so my first finger is just laying flat. I'm going to pinch with my thumb and first finger on strings 4 and 3. That's a half note, so 1, 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another pinch or a double stop on beat 3, which is going to be 2nd fret of the 3rd string and 2nd fret of the 2nd string. All included in the bar though, so you don't actually have to change the bar. So it's going to be, and then, so the lick. Let me play the lick so we get in our head again. 3 and 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so again, pinch here, strings 4 and 3, let it ring for 2 beats, half note. Then pinch strings 2 and 3 at the 2nd fret, and then I'm going to add my 2nd finger to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and my pinky to the 2nd string, 5th fret. Again, the whole lick, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. And try to keep your bar for the whole measure and let those notes ring out as much as possible. Kind of helps it sustain and give a legato sound. Okay, so let's loop this D chord a few times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2. A little slower. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 ba. One more time. Alright, let's put it all together. Measures 1 through 4. We're going to do it 2 times. No backing track yet. That's coming next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to the G. And now here's your D chord. Again. And then you would just end on a G chord. All right, before I jump to the backing track, let's check in. Let's see who's here with us today. All right, so I see some arrows still here with us. Thank you. And YouTubers, feel free to chime in and ask a question or just say hi. We'd love to hear from you. All right, let's go ahead and do it now. We're going to do it with the slow backing track. All right, let me pull this up. We're going to do it a total of 4 times with the slow backing track. All right, so here we go. Brown Eyed Girl. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. And D. Two more times. And just end on a G chord. You can either end on a G chord or just that first lick again on 2 and 3. All right. So the other thing that I've talked about in variation 1 that I just want to talk about real quick is when we're going up to from the 5th fret to the 7th on the G chord, notice I can do this. Slide. Which makes it sound a little bit more authentic and it makes it a little bit more musical sounding. You can do it here too. When you're on the 10 and 12. So all I'm doing here is I'm playing the first note and the second note, and now I'll strum or pick the 5th fret again and I'll slide up to 7. And notice that slide sound. And I achieve that slide sound by keeping my fingers down on the fretboard. And it just makes it sound musical, and it will give you one extra level of something to practice on once you get that, picking each one down, the slide. Okay, why don't we try it now with the fast backing track and see how we do. Let's see how I do, too. Here we go. 4 times with the fast backing track. 1, 2, 3, and...